What's up? It's your boy Iz. Welcome to another episode. It's February, which is Black History Month. Carter G. Woodson, author of the book The Miseducation of the Negro and historian, originally dedicated the second week of February to being Black History Week. 50 years later, in 1976, it was designated that it would be Black History Month. But today in 2020, I'm going to talk to you about Black Future Month. What that is I'm going to tell you about all the things that I want to see for Black people going forward in the future. So for the month of February, I'm going to be sharing so many cool things, history, ideals that I have and I want to share, and they're just my ideals, but I want to see what we're going to do going forward because we have such a rich history. I want to make sure that we leave that same legacy for our kids. So this week's video will be the top 10 richest Black people on the planet. I'm hype about it. See you in a minute. Welcome to my channel. My name is IZ316 or simply IZ. I'm a socially conscious hip-hop artist, community activist, radio and TV personality, and entrepreneur. I've produced and released several albums as well as met some of my favorite artists. But this is my channel and I want to be your favorite MC. Welcome back to another episode. As I promised, I'm going to give you the 10 richest Black people on the planet. This is going to be a very cool list. They're doing some great things. They're being innovative. And most importantly, they're giving back. If you know anything about me, you know I love business. I love investing. I love learning how other people are making their money and being successful. And so for Black Future Month, it was important for me to highlight the people who are at the heads of industry and who are pushing the next wave for Black entrepreneurship globally. And that includes the U.S., of course. And so this list is pretty cool. When I was doing some research, I learned a lot that I didn't know. I hope that you learn a lot too, and I hope that it inspires you going forward to push for your dreams. So I got my handy list here. Forgive me if I butcher some names. But number one on my list is Aliko Dangote. And Dangote, Mr. Dangote is worth $10.9 billion. That's 10.9 with a B, billion dollars. He's from Nigeria, right? So he made his money from sugar, cement, and flour, right? So that's a lot of biscuits, you know what I'm saying? That's a lot of biscuits, you know what I'm saying? That's what they said on Paid in Full. Anyway, $10.9 billion, gives away so much money through charity and helping other people, and so you gotta love that, right? So the next person on the list is also Nigerian, and that is Mike Adonga, and he's worth $9.1 billion, right? Forgive me if I butcher any of these names. I respect a lot of these guys. I did a lot of research to find it out so I can make this video for you guys. I hope that you take this video and you really research and find out what's going on and find out how you can be involved with what they got going, right? And how going forward in the future, you can be one of these Black entrepreneurs like this, right? The next, number 3 on the list is Robert Smith. So Robert Smith got a lot of his money from oil and telecom, and he's worth $5 billion. Robert Smith was born in Colorado. Yeah, so man, he's getting money, you know what I'm saying? I think he also does like some financial sector stuff too, right? So a lot of them do a lot of the same things, and yeah, it is what it is, because if it works for somebody, why not do it? Number 4 is David Stewart. David Stewart is worth an estimated $3 billion by himself, even though it's estimated his company does like $11.5 billion in revenue annually. So his tech company, Worldwide Technologies, does business with Citibank, Verizon, and even the federal government. So he in there with major players. You know what I mean? This is a guy from the United States, Black guy, right? The next person on my list, number 5, right here from the United States, from Chirac, you know what I'm saying? There's none other than the big O, you know what I'm saying? Oprah. Oprah been getting bread since the 80s. I mean, I don't even know what else I really need to say, but just Oprah, right? I think next year they're gonna be printing money with her face on it or something like that, right? Who knows? Oprah, right? Not a surprise. Number 6, this person is from Zimbabwe, and that's Strive Massakewa. I hope I pronounced that right. I hope I didn't butcher it. Well, anyway, Strive is worth $2.4 billion from telecom. He has like 10 million subscribers on like his cell phone company. Like, that's a lot of people. That's like the size of New York. Imagine if you was getting paid by everybody who got a cell phone in New York. You know what I mean? Like, that would be really dope. You know what I'm saying? What's really dope about him is that he gave $100 million to start a fund to invest in entrepreneurs who live in rural Zimbabwe. Like, you know how dope that is? Like, rural Zimbabwe, who's even thinking about Zimbabwe at all in that sense? No disrespect, man, but let alone like somebody in a rural area who's thinking about them to give them an opportunity. You know, that says to me, let me bring, I have a heart, let me bring the lowest level of society up to where I'm at. And man, you gotta love that, you know what I'm saying? He gave away more than some people are worth. Yeah, that's pretty dope. The next person on my list is Isabella dos Santos. Isabella is worth $2.3 billion, and she's from Angola. She's actually like she's the daughter of the former president from Angola, and she does investing in like different businesses actually. So she owns like a 25% stake in a bank, and then she owns like another 25% stake in a mobile company, which is like the biggest mobile company in Angola. So you know she getting bread. I mean, she's on the list. She's one of the richest black people on here, and one of the two of, you know, the women on here, her and Oprah. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty cool. I'm sure her and Oprah trade stories like, yo, you ain't got no more money than me. I wonder if her and Oprah like send each other like them pictures with stacks of money, and Oprah be like, psst, you broke. Anyway. Number 8 from South Africa is the first, and that's the country of South Africa. It's the first and only black billionaire from there, and that's Patrice Motsepe. I think I said that right. Motsepe. That's what we're gonna go with, y'all. Anyway, first and only billionaire. He has a mining company, and so they mine like iron and gold and copper, and you know the prices of gold. You know what I'm saying? Look at your grandma tooth. That'll tell you what the price of gold is. So you know we getting bread. You know what I'm saying? And your grandma whole mouth is full of them. Anyway, mining. South Africa. Everybody knows that Africa has mineral dense, you know, land everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's very understood. So he down there getting that mining money. You know what I mean? So some of y'all built like miners, so you might as well just go into the industry, right? All right, cool. Number 9 on the list is a person who also really doesn't, you know what I'm saying, need any introduction, because he's arguably only the greatest basketball player ever, according to some, and that's MJ. MJ is worth Michael Jordan, estimated at $1.9 billion. You know what that means? That means y'all been buying a lot of damn Jordans. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because y'all be fresh than the mud. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to Jordan. I know he done had his controversy about different things, and I don't necessarily agree with everything that anybody does. But I'll say this, right? You got a collection of Jordans is on average $200 a pair. You got, you know what I'm saying, 20 pair. You got $4,000 worth of shoes, and you don't own no stock in the company. You never thought that maybe I could take that same $200 that I was going to buy with shoes and buy some stock in the same company, and then I could buy all the shoes I want. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. But number 9 was Mr. Jordan. Number 10 on my list is Micheal Lee-Chin. Man, he has such a dope story. Micheal Lee-Chin was Jamaican and he moved to Canada. His first job was a landscaper. He's worth $2.5 billion right now, right? So he's a landscaper, he's working. He was able to get a loan from a bank, and he invested in like an athletic company, like athletic apparel. So the money that he got, which was like $500,000, ended up turning into $3.5 million. So that investment paid off a lot, right? So he paid his $500,000 100,000 off and still had 3 million left. So he was able to take that and invest in all these different things and become a billionaire worth $2.5 billion with a B. And there you have it. That's the 10 richest black people on the planet. And it was important for me to do this and start with this as I do this Black Future Month video, because I want you to think big. I want you to dream big. I want you to think in the future, how are you going to impact our culture? What are you going to do so somebody's talking about you on this video? So next week, I'm going to have another video in the series of Black Future Month that's going to be so insightful and whatnot. But what I need you to do right now is make sure that you hit the subscribe button, like and share, and tell somebody else to subscribe, right? Each week, I bring you these videos. I try to bring you the best content. If you got any ideas, be sure to hit me up at IZ316.com. Leave your email. I'm sure to respond. Thank you again. My name is Iz, and I'll be your favorite rapper. Peace. Welcome to my channel. My name is Iz316, or simply IZ. I'm a socially conscious hip-hop artist, community activist, radio and TV personality, and entrepreneur. I've produced and released several albums, as well as met some of my favorite artists. But this is my channel, and I want to be your favorite MC.